Carmilla's a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with...
Wow. Just sensing your magical reserves. You truly are incredible.
Watch what you're doing.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Looks like we're here.
If you need a drink, just holler.
Oh, Ysolda. Didn't expect to see you here. So, you now work at the Bannered Mayor?
I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
So I take this as some training then? Well, I'll be glad to be one of your first... Hey, I'm glad you're here with me. Sure thing. Do you want to have it standing here, or do you want to find a seat first? All right. Now, on to the drinks. Do you want to have mead, wine, or just plain milk? Nice. A bit fancy now, aren't we? I don't think you have some of that wine on you, though. Here, I'll help you out. Likewise. Well, this is more of a unique and intimate journey. In bed. I was just thinking about the last time we, you know, did it. Besides how powerful you are in combat, you truly are something else in bed. How you manage to have that much stamina and vigor. I don't know, but it keeps me wanting for more. What do you say? Let's go to bed later? I know. I was just thinking of how far we've come. From when you first met me in the crypt to where we are now. Through all our hardships and struggles, we've made it, and it was worth it. I'm glad it all happened, though. You're the love of my life. What a wonderful fate for us. Don't you agree? So, what do you want to talk about now? Be careful out there. So, what drinks do you have on the menu?
Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything in the Blue Palace.
You have fine wine? I didn't expect that, but okay. But what do you think? Are you in the mood for something fancy? Oh, I see. Well, you are with royalty. Me, really. Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. Children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll
So,
sing it white clean.
What do you want to talk about now?
Has sullied our hopes and our dreams.
Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining. Give us best wine, and it's my treat for tonight.
Sure thing.
Cheers to everything you've done for me and the world. Has your drink gotten to you already? So, what do you want to talk about now? I have, actually. But not before I get to explore the rest of town. Besides the depth. Almost everything is new nowadays. It's nice spending time like this, just having drinks together. Excuse me, you're Isolde, aren't you?
That's me. And you are?
I'm Serana. I've noticed you around the marketplace quite a lot. Always bustling, always busy.
Oh, yes, I've been spending a lot of time here. Trying to learn, you know? I hope to run an inn someday.
An inn? That's ambitious. Whiterun already has the bannered mayor. Planning on giving Hulda some competition?
Ha ha ha. Maybe not competition, but let's just say the mayor could do with a touch of youthful energy. Hulda's been a bit... well, let's just say her age is showing in her temperament lately.
Age can do that to some people. Thankfully, I've been spared its, more challenging effects.
Really? You look like you've been untouched by time. Quite the youthful allure you have.
Well, age can be deceiving, can't it? Perhaps I've just had a sheltered life.
Sheltered or not, Whiterun could certainly use a bit of your kind of intrigue.
Maybe one day. I'll be your first guest when you take over the mayor.
You'd be more than welcome. First drink on the house. It might even be a drink you've never had before.
Now that would be a first. I'll hold you to it. So what's next for our adventures?
Stupid
I'll be
dog.
keeping an eye on you, and I know. Oops. We should probably get those taproots for Elenea. Wouldn't want to keep her waiting.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
Pour me an ale.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Not here.
You know,
Follow me.
you're like a fine wine. The more of you I drink in, the better I feel.
Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty. And I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. You'll be back. If you're really Dragonborn, something's happening to bring the Kynes Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready. If my analysis is correct, that's better. Let's get on the road to Kynes Grove. Let's get going.
So, it turns out this friend was none other than Delphine. That's a relief. And she's one of the good guys. Now, I think we should get going. A dragon coming back from the dead seems like a pretty big deal, to say the least.
Borgnar, I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I get back.
Right. Happy trails.
hag ravens. I definitely would not want to be in one of their experiments. Weapons up.
Not very impressive.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking! It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon burial mound. I don't know what it's doing up there, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.
Salokunir, Zil Grotova Ursa.
Steady. Let's watch and wait. This is worse than I thought.
Alduin Fury. Boanti Bokri Hasliksenjun Kuzik. Ke Salokunir, Carmilla. Full side of a king. Zu Koral need no dove to hide. You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance. To dare take for yourself the name of Nova. Salokunir, Kreda, Shur.
Good. Use the crap.
You just got the show piece.
Something's happening. God's above.
I'm glad we're together.
Gods, it's true, isn't it? You really are Dragonborn. I owe you some answers, don't I? Go ahead, Whatever you want to know, nothing held back. I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them. The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is, that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
I'm glad we're here together, if you know what I mean.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Runkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Wow, this temple truly looks like something else.
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. completed your training, Dragonborn, we would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
Indra crosses Saran, Strundul, Fod I Alan, Lo, Ra, Now.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Congrats, Dragon. You are now officially the recognized errand girl of all Tamriel. Kidding aside, though, while some people won't recognize your legendary status, I certainly do. And hopefully your future exploits will speak for themselves. So that... Honestly, tales of what you've done would echo for the ages. I like that. You know, I believe that honesty is the best policy. So, to be perfectly honest, you're the sexiest woman I've ever seen. The ancestor glade had a charm, didn't it? Maybe we should revisit. What is it now, you sweet talker?
Mercy! Someone do something! I cannot best you! If those rebels think they can best us, they have a divine smile on you, friend.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
I don't think you were followed. Come on, I have a plan. I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Sounds good. Be careful.
White runs.
honor to you, my Thane.
So, looks like we're going to a party. And what makes it more interesting is that there's going to be a little heist or thievery work while we're there. And you aren't? It's a party. A Thalmor one. But they'd still have the finest wine and the most exquisite food. A good break from what we've been eating recently. I also think you probably know this by now, but I'm not all gloom and dreary. I do have interests, and 2 of them just happen to be high-end parties and alcohol. Oh, and you're a saint? Come on now. I enjoy the pleasantries of life. Nothing wrong about that. Hey, even I can get tired every now and then. Finally, a place to just relax. I never thought I'd enjoy the domestic life, but this place, it's growing on me. Oh? What would you like me to wear, love? If you find any juniper berries, save some for me.
spare some gold for a veteran? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
I'm glad we're together.
By blade or by spell. If you want it dead, I'll make it dead.
Yes?
Just pay my fee.
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've gotta go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry. Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Do you need something? I could really bury myself in a good book right about now.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
So, you here to help these farmers out? They might give you coin for the harvest work you help with.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady.
My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please? Thank you, Mark. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
We've got our hands full dealing with the Stormcloaks. What about you?
We've had the same troubles.
These are troubling times, indeed.
The Great War is
These
long past.
Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed
Empire and
mob.
the Aldmeri to me.
It's a necessary part of my job to mix with the upper classes of Skyrim, such as they are. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Tholmor. All right then.
I hope you'll
I look
enjoy
forward to the
yourself.
day when this rebellion
I'm
is
so
put
glad
down.
you could attend today.
Once again, have peace. I couldn't agree more. By the way,
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the Horde.
It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to live that way.
The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
There's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous.
Do enjoy yourself.
By the way, have you heard any interesting rumors lately?
Yes, what do you need?
Now that I think on it,
Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
in solitude for well over a month, and with no sign of shipping out anytime soon. Some say the ship suffered damage to her hull when she struck an iceberg, and Captain Sapphire...
Yes, what do you need? Farewell.
Of course, she would never admit such a thing. Captain Safia is far too...
Elenwen always throws... The Great War is long past. It's time the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well then. There's a likely-looking
See that
filly.
disgusting drunk over there? A high-ranking official in the East Empire Company, believe it or not.
Ah, Rayla, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
Don't mention the guild. In fact, it's better if you don't speak to me at all. This is not the place.
Wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my
Until
dear.
next time.
And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Just between us, I've got more important things to do than attend these meaningless parties.
Yes, sir.
Of course. I mean, assuming you don't want me to kill someone for you, I might have to draw the line there. That's it? Sure. Shouldn't be too hard. I usually end up making a fool out of myself without even trying. Watch this. Hey, Razalan. Remember when you told me I'd never amount to anything? Well, I don't think you should say things like that about the Ambassador.
What? I didn't... No,
I know
listen,
you're drunk
you must
as
have
usual,
misunderstood.
but
I
that's
would
no
never
excuse for
openly
insulting
insult
our
your...
hostess.
But that is to say...
I don't think anyone deserves that kind of abuse. I've known plenty of elves who are perfect.
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Razvan, and you promise to behave yourself this time. Remove him. He's disturbing the other guests.
I protest.
Let me do the talking.
To the dignity of my person. This time I'm completely innocent.
I'm sorry, Ambassador. I didn't...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
I still don't understand what just how.
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. Door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me... Party, we're both dead.
These are troubling times.
Good luck. You're on your own.
Oh, it's on.
Well, and you are? Please, tell me more about yourself.
So sorry to
What brings
What
you
does
to
a
this?
fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
It's just between us. I've got more Of course. I mean, that's it? Sure. Watch this.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. Let's hope we both live through this day. Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Remember when you told me I'd never amount to anything? Well, I don't think you should say things like that about the ambassador.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
Unless it's misunderstood. I would
no
never
excuse for
openly
insulting
insult
our
you,
hostess.
but that is to say.
I don't think anyone deserves that kind of abuse. I've known plenty of elves who are perfectly decent people.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Completely innocent.
I'm sorry, Ambassador. I didn't mean to cause such a commotion.
Who comes now, though? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zabani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
I know just what
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't... screw this up.
Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly.
Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Frawley the Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice. Something's wrong.
Between the
Good luck.
See those robes?
You're on your own.
Here's something to say.
Well, you asked for it. Well, you asked for it.
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, sir. You are most useful, but do not.
Someone there.
We have.
You have my back, and I'll help you. All right, let's do this. I'm calling. This one's in the bag. That'll teach you. I must admit. Impressed. Your conjuration magic is truly something else. Wow. Just sensing magica reserves. You truly are incredible.
Never should have come here.
Well,
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. Fine, whatever you want. Can't you just kill me and get it over with? There's this old man. I've seen him around Riften. I don't know where he lives. I don't know his name. Yes, he matches the description of this Esbern guy you're looking for. Maybe it's him, maybe it isn't. That's all I know, okay? Why don't you just kill me already?
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
I told you. I don't know anything. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. If you like, but we need to find a way to unlock that trapdoor.
I've noticed that your destruction magic is very powerful. I must say, impressive. Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I should have known this would end badly. I can't believe I let Delphine talk me into this. Let's get out of here for pity's sake.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised.
Barkeep.
Did you
I'd like
learn
a
anything
drink.
useful?
Of course.
Thanks.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.